Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to Planning with Jamie. Today we are in our brand new planner. This is our Erin Condren 7x9 lined vertical planner. Guys, this is so exciting. So it's a new planner. We have always done in our vertical planner, our 7x9 vertical, our fitness kit, and I absolutely love this. And so then this year, starting in July, Erin Condren decided to give us lines in here, and then they put these dots down the side and 2 habit trackers. And honestly, I'm going to plan with my normal kits for a week or two, and then probably in August is when I'm going to make a few changes for this because I want to kind of play around with it and see what's going on. Summer has just been crazy. I mean, it's just flying by. I can't believe we're to July already. We have done a couple of plan with me's. I haven't decided exactly what I want my 12 boxes to look like quite yet, but I have to say, let me get to the page. The page before the monthly, we ended up writing out a whole bunch of stuff that is specific to July, like what my thought process is, what my goals are, all this kind of stuff. I might go in and put some decorations, but really when we were doing the video, which was the July monthly fitness plan with me, this is at the end of that video. And I wanted to just get it done and like really hone in on where my mind is. So it says my goal is doable, but only if I simplify everything and stop relying on motivation. I need to get routines into place and not think that I'm going to be like, well, I want to work out right now, or I want to eat the healthier item. I have to just do it and say like, period, this is what's happening. Like I get up and I get straight on the treadmill, or, you know, after each meal, I go and walk 10 minutes on the treadmill. So number 1 is calories matter more than workouts. You don't need clean eating, you need controlled portions. So 16 to 1800 calories per day with high protein every single day is my focus. And that has been working, you guys. The calories, I'm either really great at it or I'm really bad at it. But the MyFitnessPal app, which is where I track everything in, has a recent update, and I have to say I really like it because it also just automatically averages out in the past 7 days what my calorie intake is. And that's kind of nice to see the average versus like just if I've hit it every single day. So that's really helped out. And I have to say too, this was a conversation with Chat GPT that I took away some of the main points from. And so I really, really like using chat for this stuff. All right, number 2, non-negotiable rule is 10 minutes counts always. This is huge for me because I always think if I don't have 30 to 45 minutes that it's not even worth doing it. But it says if you wait for 30 to 45 minutes, you will skip. That is true. So you are not struggling with ability, you are struggling with decision fatigue. And so the mindset has to be, I start my workout before I think about it. So to help with this, what I have done is I moved my treadmill again. It's in our living room now. And so it's like smack you in the face. It looks nice in there. It was kind of bothering me in my office because that's where everybody walks into and is greeted with like a huge treadmill slapping you in the face. And I don't know, it stressed me out a little bit. And so it's in my living room. I love it in there. I can like walk on there and watch TV shows, walk on there and edit videos, walk on there and just look outside in my back garden. It's really a good place for it. And it's really easy to jump on there just like 10 minutes and not even think about it. So other things I've done to make it so that it's like I start my workout before I think about it. I always want deodorant on before I start walking or exercising. I am not a huge sweater, but I don't know. There's something in my mind. And so it used to be, I didn't want to wake up my husband to go upstairs and get deodorant and all this kind of stuff. Nope, I just bought an extra one and it just sits on the treadmill. Like it stays with it and my kids know not to put it away in the bathroom. That's my treadmill deodorant, which seems so funny. I have a pair of shoes with socks ready to go with the treadmill all the time. And then I always make sure my AirPods are charged up in case like the kiddos are watching TV, then I could still like listen to music or what have you. And then it says pick a consistent time. I'm still working on this. I want my time to be, I wake up earlier than the kids and I go and I get my walk in. My hard part with that is I consistently wake up before the kids, but that is like prime brain time to work on planning with Jamie, and I prioritize that, right? I'm throwing myself under the bus again. Like, I'm not prioritizing my health. And so I just need to work that portion out again. All right, number 3, what my progress should look like. So week 1 to 2 should have a quick drop. It's water and consistency. And then after that should be about 1.5 to 2 pounds per week. I'm a little iffy if this is gonna happen, but it's one of those things like, you just gotta keep working for it. Like, consistency, that's the biggest thing. So if nothing changes after 2 weeks, then tighten calories slightly, not the workouts. So workouts are not gonna lose you the weight. The calories are going to lose you the weight. So I have seen like a change in my body, so that makes me really happy too. And so I need to get back to, at the start of each month, like I weigh myself every day or almost every day. And so I need to get back to measuring myself too, because that really tells a big story. All right, number 4, a non-negotiable, why it will work. So this is like, what do I need to do to make it work? So number 1 is weigh everything. I talked about it in the last video. I have a scale. Everything adds up. So once you start weighing everything, you will start seeing results. I would say I'm probably like 50% right now at weighing stuff. And so I need to get a little bit better at that one. Number 2, repeat meals, don't reinvent daily. The more decisions you have to make, the more chances for error. So if you just already say, like, I am going to have this for lunch every other day, and the opposite days I'm having this for lunch, then guess what? You already know your calories and your macros, and you don't even have to think about it. It's on autopilot. I feel like the one thing that kind of steps in the way of this for me is my kids being home, and I've got to cook them meals, and then it's like, how many meals can I really cook? But I just have to do it. All right, number 3, protein every meal keeps you full. I've done really well with this. Number 4, no extras, bites, handfuls, etc. This is huge for us mamas because there'll be like 2 bites left of a sandwich, and instead of throwing it away from my kids, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna finish that. And then they walk around with goldfish, and I'm like, oh, give me a couple of those. And all of those add up, sometimes over 500 calories for the day. And so it's huge. It equals a whole nother meal. All right, number 5, prep workday food the night before. I'm pretty good about this. I have recently fallen off since getting back from vacation. And so this is just a reminder to me to get back on it. So daily checklist, stay within calories, eat protein, and move 10 minutes. All right, so I wanted to review that though, so that you guys kind of know where our month is going and know like it's a really good thing to sit down and do. Then we laid out our month. It has all of our goals over here. And then we're gonna do the official weigh-in every Monday, but we're taking the average from the previous 7 days. And then we have move, exercise, steps, and the weigh-in as far as these marks go every single day. I love collecting data. It helps me so much because I always like to beat myself from the month before. And so it's a way that it encourages me to do better. Not sure what I'm doing on these yet, but let's get into our week. All right, kit 415. This is 4th of July week. We have family visiting from out of town also. And so that throws another little, question mark in, but it doesn't matter. Like, this is for me and I need to do this. Alrighty, I like to put these strips up top. And the easiest way, some people like to start over here and go out, start from this corner and go in, and they lay down so well then. I try to get stuff where it's like pretty close, but not too long. Okay, so you have a tiny bit here, but that lines up with this line perfectly then, so it looks really great, I think. If you do want it over a little bit, you could see there's not tons of extra space. I kind of do that on purpose for y'all. All right, and then same with this one. You start with the outside corner and you go in. There we go. Love. All right, I think the lines are going to throw me off a little bit. They shouldn't, but I do think they're going to. And then I know exactly where these go, but I think I want to get into my reusable sticker book and get a couple of habit trackers out to start playing with this, because I have tons of them. Okay, the dashboard planner, I don't always use my habit trackers, and so then I just place them in here instead. And I have like 2 perfect colors. Or do I want this blue? I mean, for sure the red is like great. And then actually I'm almost thinking the darker blue, surprisingly. I mean, it's not perfect, but I think it'll blend in just fine in the grand scheme of things. And then we are week 27, and we still have one more week 27 here. So let's get that out. All right. And for this, I think let's go ahead. We're going to put the dark blue one all the way down. And then the red one on top of it. Those fit absolutely perfectly. I just want to see, these seem so small of a writing area. And so let me know what you guys are thinking of writing in there, but I'm thinking of covering those up. And I don't know if that's the right answer, but I just don't know if it's like truly, you know, what I'm needing either. I think we're going to try this right here. Okay, we're going to take our steps counter, which I love that they are all in one strip here, and lay that down. And then we just have 2 of those, so that's not bad. I am going to white out those last 2. I mean, I guess like how I write on my monthly over here and it says all those goals, I could write there, but using stickers, I feel like I want to write on the stickers those items. Okay, so we definitely like our weekly weigh-in being up top here, and meaning I put that sticker, we're going to have to gauge if we need to move anything around for sizing, because we'll have to see. I don't think it'll fit all these, but I have a different idea in mind for those, so that's gonna work out okay. So let's see, it might be like 2 of them and that dark blue one. I'm not pushing them down yet because I've got to see how this is working out. No, if I go closer, they will though. Okay, so because I don't know that I want to make them smaller like that. I mean, I could, and more will fit over here. But I feel like people want writing space. They don't want to hold back on what they're writing. Oh, I still got to move it down just a tiny, tiny bit more. And really, I could move this up just fine to help out. Maybe let's do that instead. I'm gonna put that right under the 2027, and that'll give us like the perfect amount of space. There we go. And then she fits perfectly. There we go. All right, that isn't that bad for the fact we added 2 trackers, habit trackers, and then we also added this sticker. So I mean, that worked out really well actually. And I kind of like the mix of colors here. And let's go ahead and write in our days. So the 29th is where we are starting with. And then, yep, 5th. Okay. So 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just always like to make sure we like put the right thing there. And then the other thing we are gonna do is come down here, and we like our macros to go all the way down here. Don't be intimidated about tracking macros, okay? So what you need to do is open MyFitnessPal, and once you start like getting everything in there, the way that, like most of us eat kind of the same stuff, you know, week to week or month to month. So once you start getting all of your normal foods in there, it saves your recent entries. And then you can simply type in like, you know, I use craft singles. And so once I type in craft, the craft singles automatically comes up because it knows that that is one of my foods. And then I just have to put what the portion is. And so it becomes a lot easier once you get like going on it. And I feel like it only takes a couple of weeks. It's not super long, you guys. So don't get really hard on yourself about this, because it does work out, you guys. And it has like a huge choice as far as food, like stuff already stored in there for you, even when you're going out to eat. Now, out to eat is hard though, because some cooks use a crap load of butter or oil to cook everything. So you're kind of assuming quite a bit when you go out to eat, but that's also why you shouldn't go out to eat nonstop. Or pick, you know, maybe the stuff that isn't as risky for that kind of stuff, like grilled items, but that's not saying that they're not putting a crap load of butter on it still. But try to pick the least risky ones. Now, if you're eating salads and everything, watch your dressing. That stuff adds up really rapidly. And so you want to watch those so that it doesn't bite you in the butt. All right. Oh my gosh, I love this, you guys. This is super cute. We're gonna go up just a tidge further because on here will be one of these. So everything's upside down. You know me, that's kind of how I work best, it feels like. I love this. The red, white, and blue, this plaid, like it just feels like celebration. And 250 years, that's huge. Huge. We are going to make pulled pork sandwiches for all of our guests. And so I went and bought a lot of meat. And I don't know, I'm excited about it. I always like just, you know, everybody hangs out. And I know some parties, people drink a lot. We don't. I don't even have beer on my list. We just more hang out and make memories, and the kids play, and the whole neighborhood runs around. A few of our neighbors, like, they have big drinking parties, but yeah, we just don't. We usually get like slip and slide, or we get sparklers out before the fireworks. We do desserts. We do a whole bunch of different stuff. The kids got this huge slip and slide for their birthdays. I gave it to them early because this week is like heat index of 106 and 107, and I'm like, yeah, let's give these kids this to play with. And they are having the time of their life in it. Like, so much fun. Okay, so our headers, I think let's do the red and then light blue. I just kind of look to see what colors I have around it, and then I pick opposite colors so that they really like pop out for us. And then I do a stair step style. And so what I mean by that is, like, I have this blue here. Now I'm gonna go down and put that blue here also. Perfect. And then the next color will be this blue, and it'll be boom, boom, boom. If you guys like this kit and you don't want to use it for 4th of July, that is very, very possible, because these are floral prints, and so nothing on here really screams 4th of July if you didn't want to, but I wanted to give you guys an option also for it. So I tried to keep that in mind. Also, I have people, you know, in different cultures that don't do the same holidays always as what we do. Like some don't do Christmases or Christmas trees. And then I also have people that, you know, go really big and they want absolutely every holiday. And so I try as hard to make as many people happy as I can. There we go. Love, love, love. And then we are gonna go red, light blue, dark blue. We have family coming in from out of state. They are arriving tomorrow. So today I need to prep all the last minute stuff. I have collected a whole bunch of Goodwill donations. So those just need to, they're all packed up. I just need to take them. We just have a lot of like little things. And then we also have dance twice today. So I mean, we have a really busy day. And so I decided, I've already been to like a chiro appointment and back, and then I ate some breakfast and I'm like, let's get going, girl. Like, I want to do Planning with Jamie every single day. I want to sit down and design. I already have a couple of the August kits done. And I think what I'm going to do, and hopefully you guys like this, because I feel like I disappointed you on the July ones and they got out late. And I take full responsibility for that. I was trying and life kept lifing really, really hard. And so for August, I have 2 of the kits done. I think I'm working on the 3rd kit and I just need to get the listings up. So I think I'm just gonna sprinkle them out as I get them done instead of waiting until they're all done. And that way, like you guys can start looking at them earlier and stuff. But yeah, my goal is to just bust butt and get all of them out in this next week. And so I have done a lot of work in this past week to try to make that happen because I'm disappointed in myself. Like, I am probably harder on myself than you guys are. And I think that's pretty typical for most people. But yeah, I don't know. I get working ahead knowing that summer does this with businesses, and then every single year it just ends up happening. And I don't know. I thought I was in a good space this time. Okay, loving everything that this is doing. Like, this is so super cute. All right, this is kind of the best part about my fitness kits, you guys, I have to say. This is recycling. Like, I don't have to worry about all these extra stickers and what do I do with them and this and that. Like, literally, I'm done and I don't have to worry about like excess, because I tell you what, the amount of extra stickers I have around sometimes is just a lot. Okay, down here is always the food log because then it runs into our macros and I really, really like that. And we will see how this works with this lines. I think I'll probably just ignore them and just write. But yeah, let's put food log. And then let's see, do I want the focus in the middle or the exercise? I think let's switch it around this week, and this will go, nope, I'm not going to, because usually I put like log food right above the food log. So then I can mark it off if I actually have and if it's complete and stuff, and I like that. So we are gonna actually just keep it how it is. Oh, this helps actually, those lines help to keep that nice and straight. So there's a positive. And then the other thing that is coming that I think it was Lupita Loves Planning or Loves Life. Lupita Loves Life. She has requested, like for my happy planner, I have boxes up here as an option instead of the apple rings. And so that is going to be happening also. And I believe they're going to be this size box. Maybe more of those. Let me know. Which one do you guys like a little bit better? And then just give me feedback about these dots over here, like what you guys are thinking for that, because I mean, I can give you guys a strip of dots to fill those over, and then I wonder if this one would fit just right up here. Hold on. Let me see. Is this the same size? So it goes like right there. I'm just going to do this very, very rough measurement. Absolutely, it fits up here. So if you need to, I might give a strip here and then you could put the steps up here. Okay, let's keep putting our apple rings. And these, you noticed on the month, I have the move, exercise, and stand. And then I have them here too. So we'll see if I want to continue this on both of them. I do like having them in the monthly also, that they just like collect all the data in one snapshot basically. So love, love, love. This is cute. Alrighty, let's get our food logs down here. And then our visitors are staying until here. They are leaving like early this morning. One thing I do want to use, I have some stickers I ordered quite some time ago. And they say weekend from Sarah Marie Sticker Shop. And I do want to do that. So let's grab those. And let's do, we could either do that one or that one. I want a red, but I'm gonna use the blue because the blue just, it looks like it's just gonna match so well. And these are pretty dainty, so you gotta be careful taking them off. There we go. And I do want to put a weekend banner up here. Do I want to put anything? No, we're just gonna lay it down. I was thinking, do I wanna put like a washi strip behind it? And I really could, but I also just need to like get stuff done. So, okay, on the focus, we like to put, well, let's finish laying these down, Jamie. We like to put log food and we like to put the water trackers. Let me know if y'all like these water trackers as part of the kit. I do and I don't. I'm kind of mixed on it. I forget, well, I was gonna say I forget to go back in and mark them down, but I don't think that's completely true either, because as long as I open this daily, I can keep up with that. It's when I get really busy and I don't, and then I have to like back plan stuff, which is the positive thing about putting stuff in MyFitnessPal, is you can back plan stuff because you already have it documented somewhere. And that somewhere is in your phone, and that goes everywhere with you. So no matter if you're at work or you're at school, you're at home, you're out to eat, like you can easily pop it up on your phone and put all that documentation in at that time. Okay, let's get the rest of these. And I think I'm just gonna give myself the 4th of July off as far as exercise goes, or walking on the treadmill, because we get our steps in. Our 4th of July is like a huge long day. It starts super early in the morning with a parade that we're there for a lot of hours and walking a lot. And then we usually go straight to a street festival and we spend a lot of hours there, and we're walking a lot to a whole bunch of vendors. And then we come home, and sometimes we'll get a little bit of a break, but usually it goes into prep work for the party that we're throwing, and people start showing up. Sometimes people just come home with us, which I'm perfectly fine with. They just come home with us and we can just kind of prep while we're chit-chatting with them and stuff. I don't have a total count yet. Like a lot of people are like, oh, we're not sure. And I get it, I do. But it comes down to, like, I overbought the meat right now to make sure that we have enough for everybody, but I don't want to prep all of it if I don't have to. Like, I'll put some of it into the freezer for me and my family to have at a later date. And so I need to send out a text today, because also I moved the time from what we told great grandma. So I need to contact great grandma, let her know the change of time, which I did that for them. Because I'm like, if it's a hot day, they're not gonna wanna be here an hour earlier. And so I'm pushing it back 1 hour. And then also one of my kiddos is going to a party with her dance friends after the parade. It's like at one of their houses, and they're going to hang out for quite a while. So then that pushes back when we go to the street festival, because we'll just wait till she's done and we'll all meet there and have fun. And so, yeah, it's kind of, it pushed everything back, but that's perfectly fine because we're just going to take breaks when we need to. Now, there's chance of storms the whole end of the week. So if that happens, I don't know what's going on because that really puts a damper on everything. You know, everything 4th of July is outside. As far as hosting the party, we're still good. Like, we have a big open kitchen, dining room, living room area. And so hosting big parties is like my jam. I love it. I'll just have to make sure we got new carpet. I have to make sure that people aren't spilling, or we're not wearing our shoes in the house anymore, which is going to be super, super helpful. This is something I have always strived for, and for some reason we still just use them. But hopefully we can get there. Okay, yesterday I worked and it was super hot and I did not walk, and I'm disappointed in myself for that, but that was the exact reasoning. I tried to. Where is here? I want to get out a work script, or 2 work scripts, because I worked twice this week. Yeah, I tried to go out and walk at work, and oh my gosh, was it hot. And I'm like, nope, that can't happen today. I would have been way too sweaty. It would have been really, really gross. Okay, I have open the calendar that we did together in my personal one. I have open next to me. So this is letting me know what my schedule is. And so we will put work on Monday, and then Thursday is my other day. I kept even saying at work yesterday that I worked on Friday, and I don't. So this one is my last closing shift. I am so super excited about that. Our clinic is changing hours, so no more late night. It'll be awesome. So yeah, we're all celebrating, like all of us know when our last closing shift is, because we're all so excited over this. Okay, and then leading into it, we have a busy day here, but that just means, hey, Jamie, get your booty up and go and get stuff done. I really want to lift weights, but I think it's going to be a stretch to try to get all of it done, so I might not put that one on for this one. And then we'll see with having visitors here. I don't want to wake them up if they're sleeping in at all. And then there's a chance we'll have like activities to go out. So we'll see how that works. This one is automatically going to be a rest day because 4th of July. So let's just we're going to put it down here. And then I will find a sticker. Actually, let's put this sticker and just write Happy 4th of July. I think it should fit. Yep, it will. I just got to move that rest down just a little. Love. Oh, it's a little big, but it does fit. Okay, so this is actually good that I'm trying this, and I knew this. I just didn't think through it. It is big because that sidebar is wider than the 1.5 inch that this is. So that is fine. We're gonna do rest day, and then let's grab a marker and we're gonna write Happy 4th of July. It is also our dog's birthday, which is kind of a shame because she hates fireworks like most dogs in the world. And then the 5th, there's no reason why I can't get back into my routine and do it. And so we're gonna put that into there. Love, look, we do not have much left over. Over here, we do need to put that this is the official weigh-in. And I think just because I'm being really extra with these boxes, we are gonna go and we are going to find more said boxes because I have a whole bunch that need to get used. So let's see if we have red. This is in rainbow order, and then when I had to start doing a second, like the second parts of having like more blues, I have a lot of blues. When I had to start doing that is when it started getting thrown off. And so those aren't the right reds. So let's go red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Let's look at blues. And I don't know. Ooh, hold on. I like these. Let's use these. Let's go with that one, I think. And then, I don't know, do we still want blues? Because, see, I have so many of them, you guys, so many. If I do like a lighter blue and then I put this over it, that'll look really cute. So let's do that. And keep in mind, this will probably be a little bit bigger also. I'm gonna go up, and that way if I want to write below, whether it's like a gain or a loss, there we go. And actually, let's put weigh in here. All right, so I have my weigh in stickers here. And let's get one of those, and we're gonna put it right here. And then down here, let's just put, and then I can write in whatever my weight is. Good or bad, we've just got to commit to it. Okay, so we have that. And then over here, every Sunday, so my goal is to get better about taking my meds. I've been seeing GI and trying to like get my gut health good and all that kind of stuff. And so every Sunday I restock and refill like all of my medication things so that I don't have to think about it again. So I have these little RX from Planner K. It's BW34. And let's just put it right here, and we will write refill med box. It's really not many, but refilling them, then I don't have to like open up each vitamin package and all this kind of stuff. It's just really easy to just have that one. Okay guys, there it is. I am absolutely loving this. Like, I love the extra boxes. I think that helps a lot. It actually helped a lot to put these down here so that I can kind of think through like what all I want to change about this kit. The hard part is like it's gonna add another option for you guys, so then I have to design more every single month, which is not a bad thing. It's just, you know, it takes more time from me, and so that's where I'm trying to really hone in on trying to get these routines down and all this kind of stuff, because I don't want to take away something that's already working for somebody or somebody that didn't buy this new line vertical, because like I've said so many times, I wouldn't have bought a new one except for being a content creator. I felt like I needed the latest one so that I can also design the updated sticker kits for it. So I'm really excited about this, guys. Share down below a win that you have had for this week, and also share down below what your focuses are for self-care, for your fitness journey, for your health journey. Maybe it's as simple as I want to prioritize my sleep and make sure I get even 6 hours a night. You know, everybody is different as far as what they need. Or maybe it's as simple as I am putting my phone down from 5 p.m. on and not touching it. It can be as simple as I'm turning off on work. Like, I know that I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I am not answering work emails until I'm back in office on Monday. So there's little things like that that I feel like is self-care, because it gives us a mental break and decreases our stress. So, all right, I love hearing from you guys. If you guys like this kit, it's kit 415. It is in my shop, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.